Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Let Them Cook podcast. It is me and my co-host, the Air. James is currently in the super bathroom, and he's taking a super dump. We were waiting for him to to come back. I don't know why I said respond. We're waiting for him to come back, so he'll be here momentarily. So right now it's just me and all the superheroes on my shirt. We weren't here last week. We had business to attend to. I was busy. I was away. But we're back now, and we're talking about superheroes. And my co-host is about to walk back in the door, and he just got confused on which door was the door. He thought the window was the door. He's coming through now. So,
well, we started?
Yeah, we just started. I just did the intro.
Hey,
so, he's coming back.
My bad. Sorry about that. I had to use the bathroom. Hey.
So I am Zach Walker.
And I'm James Merchant. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? I know it's been a long time, but I'm glad to be back right here.
What, 2 weeks, right?
It's been 2 weeks, yeah.
So the last time we were here, we had our guest, Andrew Fremder.
He was cool.
He was cool. He was
cool.
Batman. And for many years, ever since Thanos finished his quest, I've been trying to collect all the Infinity Stones myself. And 2 weeks ago, he gave them all to me inside the Infinity Glove.
What's the verdict, though? Did you get it? Did you get all the stones?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When he was here last time, he gave me all the stones. So now I have all the stones. And
so with all that power, what are you doing with it?
I'm reshaping the universe. I'm making it so that the whole world are fans of us and everyone watches our show. And
you know, as egotistical as I am, I love that.
That's great. So we're going to move forward with it. Right before you came in, I was about to talk about the Penguin and Agatha, because I believe that ended during the week hiatus that we had. So yeah, they ended. Well, Penguin at least ended pretty crazy. James is doing some TikTok recording thing here.
Yeah,
I told him you went to go do a super dump in the super bathroom, and now you're taking a super TikTok.
I sure did. I sure did take a super dump. And you know, I feel like it's healthy. If you want to be a superhero, you have to take a super dump sometimes, because you can't fight crime with a crappy stomach.
Well, you can. I mean, if it's a super dump, you just got to launch those super projectiles. You know what I'm saying?
That's nasty.
Yeah, but it'll stop them. Are you gonna keep on committing whatever crime you're doing if like you're suddenly splat?
So you want me to just fling crap at people? That's my power?
Well, if that's you don't choose your
power,
so that's what you got.
Yeah, you're right. But then, can I be throw up man? I mean, I'm better at that.
Projectile vomit or feces, whatever it is.
No, projectile feces is crazy.
And projectile vomit's still the same thing as feces. It's just not put together in the same way.
Nah, I'm not feeling that.
So superheroes, the Penguin ended pretty crazy.
Oh, you didn't tell me about it.
I didn't tell you about it. No. Oh.
Remember, we were trying to make sure your dad.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about it.
He still ain't finished it.
Oh.
But
do it for the show. Don't worry about it.
All right. Well,
I just the whole season, everyone was saying like, I think so and so is gonna get offed, and I'm like, I just felt like the whole time I'm like I don't know if I feel that they're gonna get offed. I felt like you have to reach like a point where like there needs to be a certain type of confrontation. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's two characters that I'm talking about, and it wasn't until that confrontation in that last episode that then I was like, okay, now this person can die, and that other one too. But then they still did it in ways that I didn't expect. Like the one person who technically didn't actually die, technically still alive, and then the other person who they killed, but not in the way that I would have expected. Like I said, like it wasn't until they reached that certain point, then I was like, okay, now story-wise, it makes sense if they die. And then they weren't dying, and then I'm like, okay, so they might actually stay alive after all. And then they were killed in a way that I did not expect them to die. And yeah, all of you guys know what I'm talking about. And that was pretty crazy.
That was
and
pretty.
It's really
that was pretty
good.
That was pretty good of you not giving away, but giving
Was
it
it?
away. Kinda, yeah.
I feel like if you're watching the show, you kind of already pieced it together what I'm talking about.
yeah.
But but it was really good because we were watching the show through that character's eyes, and now it sets up the Batman 2 perfectly because like the Penguin is the villain. Like you don't like the Penguin anymore, pretty much.
Right.
So now like you want to see Batman kicking his ass. I mean, I said that like a few episodes ago when Dad's already saw this now, which I was trying to keep this hush hush when we had Andrew in 2 weeks ago. But when Penguin just lit I forget her name, but her and her son on fire. She was like Maroni's wife and Maroni's son. So he lit them on fire and killed them and then tried to kill Maroni. Like since he killed like Maroni's wife and son and like burned them, that's when I was like, okay, Batman should kick his ass because now I hate this guy and he's the main character. So now the series ended on like a note where it's like, yeah, you really hate the Penguin now. Even though he's the protagonist and he won in the series, it's like now it's like you're ready to see Batman kick his ass. And I just think it was written very well. And I thought it's also ironic because they created a show that ends exactly how it started. Like the Penguin, like what it's setting up for the Batman 2, it's exactly what the ending of the Batman set up for the Batman 2. Like you could skip this series and just go from the Batman 1 and 2 and it will still make sense. And that's what Marvel's been trying to do with all of their TV shows.
Horribly.
Since WandaVision. That's what I was about to say. They've been doing that horribly. Because it really feels when you're watching Marvel shows that like it's not worth a watch. But with Penguin, even though you can still skip it, it feels like it was worth watching because the writing was just so good. And like there are things that are going to come back in that show. Even if it's not necessary to watch the show, like it's still setting up things that will come back in the movie.
Right.
So it's just DC in terms of the writing and the show rights, the shows right now.
To be honest, I always feel like DC writing was always superior to Marvel. Like, I like more Marvel characters.
Not the Zack Snyder era though.
Oh, you and Zack Snyder, we're not doing this. But
Zack Snyder. From one Zack to another. I'm sorry, Zack, but like it's just not okay.
Okay, well, what I will say is I do like the fact that DC writing is more. You can agree with me. It's more dark. Like DC writing is more dark than Marvel writing.
Yeah, I would say DC in a whole, just in general, is darker than Marvel. A bit darker, more badass.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Marvel tries, but it's still like it still feels PG-ish when they try to do something dark. But I don't think DC just goes it. Like if DC's gonna do it, they're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Because DC was willing to drop F-bombs in I think in Justice League they dropped an F-bomb. Like DC's willing to take something and make it adult.
Yeah.
Even though I don't agree with like Justice League being an R-rated movie, I still think DC they are willing to do that. And Marvel is like, it's taken so much time and so much fighting from fans to be like, can you make something adult and R-rated?
Yeah.
And only now are they making Daredevil TV MA.
I feel like they cater to more so to kids, right? Because they know kids are the ones that's like want the product, want the toys, want the cartoon, want the video games. And then it sucks for people like you and I who grew up as kids and teenagers loving superheroes, and now we're adults. So it's fan service. It's fan service for the kids. They know like, okay, parents are always going to spend their money for their kids. Adults are now adults. We can spend our own money when we need to spend our money on something that we want. But they know a parent is going to buy for their kids to just cater their kid and fan service for their kid. But it just sucks because it's like, okay, you can do that. I'm not taking that away from Marvel. But what I'm saying is just like, okay, but remember the people that grew up who was a product, who still is a product, but is now older, that want something more. And I don't think we're asking a lot from Marvel. And I've always been saying this for years now. It's just like, it's time to grow up. Like, that's why I tell everyone when I found out Disney was buying Marvel, I said, we're done. We're over. We're ruined.
I was just going to say that. It's the Disney problem. Like, Disney's that, like, they're the root of that problem. Because making it like all family friendly and where like anyone of any age can come in and watch whatever movie or show.
Yeah.
Like that's a business decision, you know. That's
It
not
is a
like
business, yeah.
It's not creative. That's
Well,
not like story driven. That's make it so that the most amount of people that can spend their money on this
Yeah.
are available to.
And what I was gonna say was, and that makes sense because let's not forget Marvel was going bankrupt. You know, so
They were
it was going bankrupt. So I'm
That's
not,
why they sold their
I'm not-
characters to Fox and Sony.
Yeah, so I'm not
Universal.
mad at the hustle of the fact that like, hey, we're about to go bankrupt, but I'm mad because I'm like, knowing Disney, I'm like, oh, this is such a cookie cutter like production. I don't want Disney to touch anything Marvel, and seeing the years of like Disney touching Marvel piss me off and just disappoint me. Like I love Disney. Right? Because I love Disney for Disney, the cartoon aspect of Disney, the princesses, the Mickey Mouse, all that extra bull. Sure, I love that because I know that's nostalgic Disney. But when you touch Marvel, Disney nerf Marvel so much, it just feels kiddish. It just feels super kiddish. Growing up, I mean, there was a certain Marvel game that you don't even know about. I don't think I told you yet, but it's like Marvel Nemesis, which is like a
I've heard of it.
It's like a Mortal Kombat kind of a Marvel video game. It's like
Okay, yeah, I know that. I know that game.
So you know from that it was more darker, it was more edgy, it was more bloodthirst, it was more. And then when Disney bought like Marvel, one, they just focused only on Avengers, right? When it was like the first phase.
I mean, that's because that's all they had the rights to.
Right. But then it's just like, it pisses me off because then it's like now the newer kids, right? For example.
Yeah, it is a problem in the long run.
It's a problem because you were so fixated on Avengers this, Avengers that, Avengers this. These new generations not going to know anything about all the other 600 characters that's in Marvel.
Dude, like when we did the trivia show a few weeks ago and you were asking people like Marvel questions, like they only knew the answers that would apply to the movies.
The movies.
But not the comics.
Which now I gotta rewrite, but you know, but I mean, no, it's no shade, but I get it though. It's not these kids' fault. I loved it at the time because I love educating them, right? That's different. I love educating younger kids, so hopefully maybe it might spark a joy, like oh, I remember that, you know, whatever. But it just sucks to see that the younger generation don't know anything about anything other than the MCU Avengers, which is like, damn, like there's so many other characters and you guys are just fixated on the movie Avengers because once again, Disney is a product that is selling it to these kids just basically on the Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy, anything that's an MCU. But they will not take the time to read the comics. They will not take the time to watch the old animated series, which is fine. I get it. Your attention span won't last to it. But also, this is why I'm mad at Disney because it's like, okay, fine. If you're going to have the rights to Marvel, I get it. I know you only have certain characters, but like fight for it. Like help Marvel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like help Marvel be good again. Like make Marvel good.
Yo,
but
the red too, like red.
Yeah, but and DC's
red
blue.
versus blue.
And DC blue is crazy. And DC. Anyway,
You saying Trump needs to be Marvel president?
No, I don't want Trump touching anything Marvel related. I don't want any politician touching any superhero, DC or Marvel related.
Wait, is Kevin Feige Trump and James Gunn is Biden?
No, ew, that's such an ugly. No, we're not even touching. That was so ugly.
Yeah, that's not a good. It's not even a fair comparison for you. There.
But anyway, like I was saying before, yeah, no, I just feel like with Marvel, like I feel like Marvel lost its edge. I'm gonna be the one to say it. And I'm Team Marvel to the day I die. Love Marvel, but it lost its edge.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, like with the Avengers, like how most kids know only Avengers. Like most kids today cannot tell you what the original Avengers team was.
Yeah.
What Marvel's original team itself was, Fantastic Four, and Marvel's original character, like their first character, which is Human Torch, not Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
So like most kids cannot tell you that. Most kids, like, you know, Agatha just ended and that had something to do with Scarlet Witch. Like, a lot of people go by Scarlet Witch based off, like, the movies and WandaVision.
Right.
And don't actually know, like, you know, her actual story and how she was originally not the daughter of Magneto, but then was, but then wasn't, and then, like, had incest, whatever.
We don't talk about that.
Speaking of Scarlet Witch, though, I know you came prepared with something to talk about.
Oh,
her.
yeah. So Elizabeth, Olsen, as you guys know her, who plays Scarlet Witch, she was talking about freedom to choose other jobs, right? So basically, I'll read it from the article. Someone asked her a question, and she goes, "I never really had the mentality of one of them. One for me. Marvel has been such a consistent thing, and I've been able to return and has created what's the word? Some feeling of insurance in my life that has given me a freedom to choose other jobs. So I haven't felt like, what she said. So I haven't felt like, and then I'll do this." What the fuck is she saying? Anyway, long story short, basically she was talking about giving other jobs to like smaller films in the industries, like the indie movies. She feels like she's keeping alive theaters, with Marvel movies are keeping alive theaters. And you know what? I want to say yes, she is 100% correct, right? Because a lot of people with streaming movies like Disney Plus and all of that, their streaming services like Netflix and everything. And I respect what she's saying, because it's not like she's being like a narcissist, like, yeah, MCU is the best thing to, save your jobs. I think what she's saying is she know how big Marvel MCUs are, that people still go to the movie theaters because, the MCU make them so much money that people now, smaller indie films can basically showcase their movies as well, because the theaters are open and people still want to go to the movie theaters, having that nostalgia of seeing the MCU, and then you want to go back and you see another movie like Smile, like, people went back to that movie and everything. So I respect Emily. I respect Elizabeth. Yeah, I don't know where Emily come from. I'm so sorry. I respect Elizabeth, because I felt like what she was saying is this is a great opportunity for smaller indie films to showcase their talent, and MCU is keeping the theaters alive because, like I said before, Disney is the product. And parents are buying these tickets so their kids can see them, and that's what makes the money.
Yes. I completely agree with what she is saying. Because even though a second ago we were just bashing Marvel, there's been this weird narrative since like 2018, maybe 2017, that something called superhero fatigue is kicking in, and people are getting. It's just this spreaded rumor that like people are getting, like a general audience are getting tired of superhero movies and shows, which I don't believe is the case when you look at statistics. Because a lot of times you do hear people complaining about like all the superhero that we're getting, but then when you do look at the numbers, like the theaters or the shows, like for literally the past like 15 to 20 years, they have actually been what's keeping movie theaters alive.
Yeah.
Like people are going to the theaters really to watch Marvel movies, like I go to see like just a regular one-off movie, even if it's by a big studio. It doesn't have to be indie, but it's like not many people are there for the theater. Usually like you see like a trailer for just like a regular grounded movie, like a lot of people are just like oh, I'll see that when it comes out on streaming, right? People are saving up their money to go see Marvel movies 4 or 5 times a year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been noticing that for like since I was in high school. It's
I will say, when you think of movie theaters, you do think superhero, like or like a scary movie, but like because of a superhero, because it's a household name and it's a superhero and you know what you're getting into. I will say superhero movies definitely draw in huge crowds from all ages and races.
I don't even think it's just superhero movies. Like I think it's like you have anything that's like a big event type of movie, like something that's an event, basically. Like Infinity War, like when I went to the theater to see Infinity War or Endgame, that was like an event.
Endgame was crazy, because that was
both were crazy.
See, I didn't go for Infinity War, so I can't speak on it, but I can speak on Endgame. That I have never seen a packed theater. Like you said, it was like an event. Like you would have thought it was like Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul all over again.
Dude, it was
crazy.
Yeah, it was literally like a Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul kind of thing.
Except one was actually better and was worth watching. Anyway, go on.
I know. Yeah, I didn't even see it because I was away.
Don't wait.
What was the thought I was just about to? Yeah, like I heard like movie theaters like they haven't looked like that since like Batman or Star Wars came out in like the 80s or whatever. But like even then, like there was no online tickets, so the lines would go out to the streets.
Yeah.
So I guess it was still kind of different, but it was like it's that level of like hype
Yeah.
that it was. And I think it like started for like Star Wars or Batman back then, and I think like that just became like a regular thing for movie theaters.
Oh, I do have a theory though. I do feel like you know how I felt like Wolverine and Deadpool should have been when we went.
That was a big event. That whole theater was packed.
Was it though? It didn't feel packed when we went.
But that's what I was kind of just saying about with the online tickets. The more that we get into this digital age, the less it's going to feel like it's as big, but it's still that big. It's just most people are online.
Yeah.
You know? Because if we, like, let's say Deadpool and Wolverine came out in the 80s, there would be no online tickets. And the line, when we went to go see, the line would have been all down the street.
The line would go crazy.
That whole line down the street are just people online buying tickets.
No,
like on the internet online, not physically online. You
but
know
again,
what I'm
still, like she said before, like I feel like jobs in Marvel or anything with Marvel movies I wouldn't just do that to DC. I would say, I don't know if DC are packed though, because I never go to the DC movies.
I think anything superhero related. Yeah. Honestly, I think if DC puts out Justice League I think when Superman comes out next year, I think that theater is going to be huge.
Okay.
I think and I think if the movie's like really, really good, then the next Superman movie is going to have an even bigger packed theater.
Yeah.
And then whenever, like, if they keep releasing good movies, then when they get to their Justice League movie, I think that's going to be a huge event.
Okay.
You know, so I think DC just has to catch up. They just need to put out a good movie to generate the hype, and they'll catch up.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, it's superhero movies or just anything that can be considered an event movie.
Yeah, but like I feel like most event movies are mostly like sci-fi based though. Like if you think not just thinking superheroes, like anything sci-fi, like Twilight or like
Twilight was an event movie.
Twilight was
Hunger Games,
huge Hunger Games as well. Like anything.
Star Wars is going to come back and make movies soon next year.
I don't know. It's not looking too good. A lot of people. I see a lot of fans talk shit about Star Wars.
Yes, there's a lot of bad stuff going on with Star Wars.
Yeah,
there's a new trilogy that's going to happen that people are not excited for, but they do have a Mandalorian movie coming, which I think people are going to be very excited for. So.
Okay, word. But Mandalorian did really good on Disney Plus. I heard.
Yeah, it did because it was great. Well, the first 2 seasons were. The last season, not so much. But.
Okay, see now.
but a movie where it's like they're not doing a whole series, a movie that might be a good way to just it's ending it, so it might be a good way to just wrap up the whole thing. So, you know.
Yeah. Well.
Remember we were talking about Stranger Things? The 3rd season was bad, and the 4th season was amazing. Mm-hmm. Right, we talked about that, right?
Well, yeah, we also talk about series that are like that in general. How like 1 and 2 could be great, and then because I think we said that the same thing for Daredevil, right? Like we said, like Daredevil season was great, and then
in my opinion, it's 3, 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just hate that because 2
and then probably Born Again.
I just hate that because 2 is where Elektra was debuted. So okay.
No, 2 is still great. I'm not saying 2 sucks. I love 2.
Mm-hmm.
I just think. Only the first, like with Daredevil, the entire first season was 100% perfect.
Yeah.
And then with season 2, only the first 4 episodes were perfect.
Yeah.
And then the rest were like, they were trying to like, they seemed to have a bit of writing trouble with the rest of the episodes. But it was still great. It was still top-notch quality. Yeah. Like I would take that over Iron Fist any day. Any day.
So anyway, since you want to bring that up, what is your top 4 Netflix Marvel rankings between Jessica Jones, Iron Fist?
Top 4? There's only 4.
Well, I meant rank your top 4, like rank it in order, like Daredevil, Luke Cage.
Or actually, there's 5 because of Punisher.
Oh,
so could I do top 5?
Oh, you're gonna hate me.
Smoking on top 5.
So rank your top like in order. What's your 5?
Okay. See, it's tough because when Punisher came out, the first season of Punisher came out, there were only 2 seasons of Daredevil out. Mm-hmm. And I was like, just 1 season of Punisher was like, this is already better than all of Daredevil. And then they released Daredevil season 3. And then I'm like, okay, it's back to Daredevil being the best show. And then Punisher season 2 came out. And Punisher season 2 was horrible. It
seems like they're 1 and 2. You're 1 and 2 right now.
Yeah, it goes Daredevil then Punisher, but only because Punisher season 2 is bad.
Okay.
But if that was good, that might be above Daredevil.
Okay.
Then Jessica Jones, then Luke Cage,
then Iron Fist.
We're gonna do top 6 because Defenders will become that'll always come before Iron Fist.
Why?
Defenders is always before Iron Fist.
All right. Well, I guess for me. And I'm being biased. I don't care how anyone feels. Mine is going to be Jessica Jones, just because I just like Jessica Jones a lot. I feel like it was funny. I feel like it was fresh, and I watched Daredevil, but I genuinely enjoyed Jessica Jones.
When the first season came out, Like, because at that time it was only Daredevil season 1 and Jessica Jones season 1. I was so back and forth on which one was better.
Yeah.
Because Jessica Jones season 1 was so
It was so
fucking
good.
It was
I
good.
genuinely, I enjoyed all Jessica Jones seasons. I definitely feel the last one was a little weak. I don't know what was. I don't know.
I did not like 2 and 3.
I don't know. I like 2. I don't know what happened 3. I said, okay, are we just giving up here with Jessica Jones? Because I just feel like the writing and the plot was just like not. I couldn't get into it.
See,
and I was a huge fan, so I fought to watch it, but I was like, it's not appealing to me right now.
See, with season 2 and 3, like I felt like the problems that started in season 3, like I foresaw those problems because of what was going on in season 2. I'm like, there's no way that season 3 is going to turn out great because of they're writing themselves into corners here, and then that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
The only,
I mean, they even messed up Hellcat, which is her adopted sister.
Dude, and I'm so mad.
So bad.
I'm so mad that they did that because in the comics, Hellcat and She-Hulk are best friends,
right?
And like the She-Hulk TV show proved, like that was where they first showed that they were willing to cross over with the Netflix. Well, I guess Spider-Man and Hawkeye technically, but still, like they had Daredevil in that show, so it's like, if Jessica Jones did Hellcat right, they could have probably worked Hellcat into She-Hulk and crossed that over with Jessica Jones more than Daredevil.
That could have been cool.
But it could have been as both, because he's a lawyer and then she's her best friend. So it could have been equally crossing over with both.
Plus, she was hot. So Jessica Jones, I mean, not Jessica Jones, Patsy, Hellcat. Her being a famous...
Trish Walker? What? Anyway.
So anyway, like I was saying before, so I felt like with her being a Hollywood star, they could have been already friends. Like,
us Walkers, we're Hollywood stars, it's just destined to happen.
I'm talking about
That's why it's a celebrity name.
Talking about Hellcat?
Yeah, and I'm Hell Dog.
No, you're just a dog.
I'll take that.
You just hell.
I'll take that too. I'm Hell. To hell with it.
All right, come on, focus. We don't got that much time. What I wanted to
Hell pussy.
I wanted to. Ew. I'm on live. Why are you saying that? Okay.
What are we live on? TikTok, Instagram?
TikTok.
Hi, TikTok.
Someone actually thought I was P. Diddy.
What?
I just read it and we was talking. I was like, okay, I'm gonna ignore that, but I was gonna address it later to you. Anyway, hey, if you think I got money, I'm not. Whatever. I wish I was a hip hop mogul.
Does P. Diddy have money right now?
He might.
What can he do with it?
Nothing. He could give it to me. Anyway.
Oh, because you're the next P. Diddy in line.
Without the allegations.
So you're the no Diddy. You're the no Diddy.
Yo, can you focus, bro? I can't do this with you.
No Diddy, no Drizzy. All right, let's keep going.
No, Harlow. No Harlow. You're no Harlow.
Yeah, but Harlow didn't do anything. I'm Jack Harlow. But
all right, my train of thought. One thing I could have said about
they won't get Jack Harlow. They didn't see my hair last year.
The one thing I could have said about crossovers is it would have made sense since Patsy was a childhood star. Because your ass keep moving, stay still. Because Patsy was a Hollywood star, and with Jennifer being a lawyer, they could have known each other for years. You know what I'm saying? That could have worked.
Yes,
out.
They could have totally worked it in some sort of way like that.
That could have worked.
They totally. She would have
been like,
could've.
"Oh, thank you for always being my lawyer and friend. You always been there for me. What's been going on?" And then you know how in Jessica Jones she was always being invasive in Jessica's life and was doing too much. She was being extra, but she was always super invasive. That could have been her calling to been in Jennifer's life and been super invasive, and it could have been really cool, right? It could have been a really cool plot. Hear me out. It could have been cool with Patsy and Jennifer. Like now that Jennifer is She-Hulk, it could have been cool with Patsy I want to help you fight, but I can't. And then Jennifer's like, oh, well, you can't fight in the public eye. And then, they could have some way somehow incorporate Hellcat, like her costume as Hellcat, the orange suit with the black. That would have been really cool. And then I think it could have been cool because it could have been a girly show, but also an action-packed show. But it didn't cross that way, so. And
then they could have used that to eventually bring Jessica Jones in.
Yeah.
And then at some point, She-Hulk would have been like, I know this designer guy. He designed my costume. He can make you a really cool costume too. And Jessica Jones is like, No, but it's opening up the possibility for her to get one in a later show, right?
Yeah.
And then because she already would have ran into Matt Murdock by this point, right? Or maybe something's upcoming, right? They could have used Jessica Jones as more of like a segue into her meeting Daredevil.
Yeah.
And then going in that direction instead, you know.
Or you could even do the Defenders. Like, you know how there's like Colleen King and Missy Knight. Like, you could.
Dude, they should have actually brought in all fucking 4 of them.
Yeah.
5. Punisher 2.
My phone.
What, I can't. Oh, cursing?
No, my phone.
You
don't give a damn.
I'm sorry, TikTok. I'm sorry.
And then they slide again. Anyway, no, but yeah, they could have did that. They could have been like, that. Could have been really cool. You could have had a show with Patsy. Could have had a show with Jessica. You could have had a show with Jennifer. You could have had a show with Misty and Colleen. Boom. You would have your own female Defenders, and that could have been a really cool concept.
You know what I think they need to do?
What?
Instead of bringing back like a new season of Luke Cage and Iron Fist, take the shows, split them up, and then cross over each half. So what I mean is, you take Danny and Luke, and you reboot them as the Heroes for Hire.
Yeah.
And then you take Colleen and Misty, and you reboot them as the Daughters of the Dragon.
That's what I meant. The Daughters of the Dragon. I would have been here for that. I think that would have been fire. Like,
I think Daughters of the Dragon should come first.
There's also 2 more girls in Daughters of the Dragons, but I don't know
so
their
you put them in there too.
Yeah, there's 2 more, but they could have met them along the way.
Yeah.
They could have met them along the way.
That's how Defenders did it.
Yeah.
2 of them already knew each other, and then like the other 2 kind of already just joined.
Well, actually, one of them is Black Cat. Actually, she's part of that group.
And Sony's doing their Black Cat TV show.
Yeah.
But Sony doesn't cross over with Marvel.
So that would have been the key to bringing them together, but nope.
You know, I think this is the reason that Marvel just decided to do Secret Wars now, because I think, like, you know, when they started the MCU, they didn't have the rights for all their characters.
Yeah.
And all this that we're talking about right now, like it's the long run consequence of not being able to include those characters from the beginning. So with Secret Wars, like, you know, after Secret Wars, they can just reboot them all into a universe where they're all existing together, restart, new story, some actors the same, some different, recast, and it's just, you know, it'll just be a new continuity, and they're all in one universe. They're just going to restart is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
With the right way, with all the characters that they can use at their disposal.
I just feel like, but do it right though, because you can have all the characters, you can have all the tools. How are you going to do it? Because Disney, like you said before, hell, you was mad with Deadpool and Wolverine with X-23. You was more mad than me.
Yeah, but I don't know if that was because they did take the R route with that movie.
Yeah.
I just don't know why with her scenes it was like they didn't allow her to be brutal. Like, I don't know if that's because she's a kid. I don't know if that's because like just editing purposes, timing. I don't know if they were just lazy with effects. It could have been any reason. I don't know why the reason was for that. Yeah. But yeah, but what I'm saying, yeah, they haven't been doing everything right. But what if they've been doing everything wrong on purpose because they know that they're gonna reboot it soon with Secret Wars?
Oh, so you're saying they're doing like another how DC did Crisis, like how we're doing a reboot with Crisis?
Literally Secret Wars is like DC's Crisis.
Okay.
Or like Marvel's Crisis, because you know, like Miss Marvel came out and they gave her those weird powers that she did not have in the comics. I really like the show.
I know.
I just don't like, and I know a lot of other people like for that for like that race or that like ethnic culture, like they actually really like Miss Marvel. But it's the powers that are the problem. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't care for her.
And like,
which has something to do with her race. I just do not care.
Yeah, I know. I really like the character and I really like the show. I just wish that her powers were accurate to the show, to the comics. But I'm saying, like, they did that with her. They did that with Echo. They did that with so many other characters lately.
Yeah, they changed it and switched it up.
Taskmaster.
Is it an editing thing? Do you think?
No, I'm saying I think it's because they're doing the reboot in Secret Wars, because then they're gonna do another Miss Marvel movie or show at some point
with the same actress or probably a different actress.
I don't know, same or different, but that'll probably be when she has her actual comic book powers, and that'll be part of the new continuity, and it'll be like that new continuity will probably be more like accurate to the comics because they know that they're gonna reboot it soon, but that they got to finish this universe. So how are they going to introduce characters, then stop those characters, then introduce new versions of those characters that they just did? So they're doing like this is my opinion. I'm just saying, like, I think they're doing wrong versions of the characters on purpose, just so they can get them out there. The audience won't complain about not seeing the characters, and it'll get the audience at least familiar with the characters.
Do you think Henry Cavill will be Wolverine in the Secret Wars?
I heard he's
since they like kind of like toyed with it with Deadpool Wolverine.
I heard he's gonna be Captain Britain. I heard that they're trying to make him Captain Britain in the MCU.
Okay. I like him. I just
what's his? I almost just called him actually Wolverine. I meant Hugh Jackman,
who cheated on his wife. Yes.
What is that a recent thing?
Anyway, go on.
Just came out.
Anyway,
did that just came out?
Anyway, Anyway, go on. Anyway, go on. His faithful wife, by the way, who'd be in his dressing room every scene he does. Anyway, I still like him. I'm just gonna be a little shady for the show.
Now, how could he have cheated if she's always in his dressing room?
I mean, she's not always there.
Okay.
I think he cheated on her with Sutton Foster, I think. Yeah. Anyway, it was like a theater stuff. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, like I think they did say he's gonna stay around as Wolverine for.
He better if he got money for that divorce. I'm sorry.
He'll be Wolverine in Secret Wars. So.
Okay, fine. I'm cool with that. I meant in a reboot where they do Wolverine, like Henry as Wolverine, a reboot, like later after Secret Wars. But okay, yeah.
Maybe they could, but for right now, he's Captain Britain. But I don't know.
So what does that mean? That after Doctor Doom is over, Robert is going to go back to being Iron Man? You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
just probably be recast a new Iron Man.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Like it's probably gonna be a whole new continuity. Like I don't know if the characters will have memory of the MCU as we know it right now. Like I think it's literally just gonna be like new characters. Some actors are the same, but just new characters and new story.
Can I get Madison Beer as Elektra?
Yeah,
that's my dream cast.
Really?
Yeah.
Is she what's Elektra's race?
She's Greek.
She is Greek? Okay. For some reason I thought that was the actress was Greek, but the character's supposed to be something else.
She's Greek. Elektra's Greek.
So maybe it was that the actress was something else.
But you know what's weird? The comics be making Elektra look Asian, and I'm like, she's not Asian.
That's what it was. Yeah. They try to make her look Asian lately.
Oh, I just realized your Ray-Bans are fixed.
These are not the Ray-Bans.
Oh.
Yeah, so you guys know the broken glasses that I'm always coming in here with? They're currently getting fixed.
Got you. Because I wasn't with you. But yeah.
I'm explaining to the audience that wasn't with me. James was with me.
Sorry, I'm looking at your shirt and I'm looking at so many characters.
Yeah, you want to name them out?
So many characters that half of these people don't even know.
Yo, you want to know something cool that I just saw today?
What?
Where is he? Black Bolt, right here. He's played by Anson Mount in the TV series and in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Mm-hmm. I saw today that DC's making a new animated Batman Nightfall movie in 3 parts, right? Which I'm excited for because that's the story where Batman breaks his back. Where Bane breaks Batman's back, I mean. And the guy who's voicing, I think he's voicing Batman, is Anson Mount.
Oh.
Who's Black Bolt.
Small circle.
Although it's interesting because if you're Black Bolt, then you can't talk. So it's like I haven't seen Anson Mount in anything else, so I don't even really know what his voice sounds like.
I'm sorry,
but I still think he would make a great Batman.
Why does Red Skull have like the Iron Spider going on right now? Is that his original design? Because I don't remember that.
I'm trying to see.
Like, you don't see the red? Like, the Iron Spider kind of a deal?
How have I never noticed that before?
I never seen that, though.
But I've looked at this shirt so many times and named off all the characters on this. How would I have not noticed that? Is that actually Red Skull?
Yeah, that has to be. That's the only one that looks like Red Skull. There's no one else that's on there that looks like Red Skull. That's crazy to me. I never peeped that he has, like, an Iron Spider head kind of a deal. That's so weird. This makes me think, like, was that just, like, is that the inspiration for the Spider-Man Iron suit?
I have to look this up.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is like that for. Red Skull Comics.
Well, while he looks that up real quick, I just want to let you guys know that Marvel Zombies is coming out soon. It's coming on Disney Plus on October. Well, not soon, but like next year. It's coming out on Disney Plus October 3rd, 2025. They officially...
Damn, we got a whole year for that shit?
Yeah, so they have
so excited.
announced that there's their official voice cast for Marvel Zombies.
Let me hear it.
Some people you know, Aquafina, I'm not happy for that.
Okay, so she's playing her character from Shang-Chi.
Yeah, well, speaking of Shang-Chi, how you pronounce his name?
Simu
Liu. He's also confirmed. Elizabeth Olsen is also confirmed. Randall Park is also confirmed.
Randall Park, who's that?
I don't know.
Let me look that. I know that name.
I know
I'm gonna know
confirmed.
who that is as soon
Dominique
as
Throne is confirmed.
Dominique Thorne is she's Ironheart? Yeah, she's Ironheart.
You have Haley Steinfeld. She's confirmed. Todd Williams is confirmed. Who else? Florence Pugh is confirmed. And
Florence Pugh?
Yeah. How you say that?
Randall Park is that's Jimmy Woo. That's the cop from Ant-Man. And then who's the other one that you said?
Which one?
Don't know.
Dominique or Iman?
Todd Williams. Who's
Oh.
Todd Williams?
Yeah.
Todd Williams is who is this? Who did he play?
Wait, he looks familiar though.
Born on September 11th. Oh my god. Who?
Why you gotta do that to Todd like that? You think Todd want to be reminded of that day? You think Todd want to be? He can never get his birthday back. You won't have to bring that back.
Hey, I just read it as I learned it. Who is he in Marvel Zombies? I want to know. I don't think he was an actor in
In the Marvel Cinematic.
Safari goes, who is Todd in Marvel? I click on it and it goes, Todd McFarlane. I'm like, no, not Todd McFarlane.
But
Who's
yeah,
Todd Williams playing? I just want to know.
But
You should know this, James. You're the one who brought it in.
yeah,
Okay.
but I don't know him. But anyway, I'm excited to see that I like that, you know, in cartoons do the animation from the Marvel MCUs to bring the same actor back. I think that's super cool. Just because it's like a little nostalgic and you guys are showing effort, like, hey, we're true to Marvel, so we're gonna come back and do the voices. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I also wondered, remember back then you talked about how Marvel got leaked? Whenever you said Marvel, like, data got leaked. I wonder if this was part of the data, like, about how it got leaked and everything, and Marvel Zombies, so they, like, rushing it out like fire now. Because we didn't have to know about this being in October 3rd in 2025 until, like, later on in the years, but they recently just dropped that news. So I guess they want to push out everything Marvel now because, you know, they already got leaked. So instead of them getting leaked, they'll just leak themselves.
It's I think D23 just passed. No, not D23. Comic-Con Brazil.
Yeah.
Comic-Con Brazil just passed. So there's just a bunch of announcements coming out of that.
Okay. I wanted to make sure to see if they're, like, scared that they're gonna get leaked.
I think if they were going to do something like that, they would have done it like right after, I think. I'm trying to remember what was even part of that leak. There were a lot of things. Did we talk about everything that was leaked?
Well,
I'm trying to remember.
And Disney, the Disney Con thing.
Yeah, like
About
there
Marvel?
were titles that were leaked, right? I can't remember.
I know you texted me the trailer for the Marvel Disney Plus shows, like Marvel What If and everything.
Well, that was from Comic-Con.
Yeah.
That was leaked from Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got Fantastic Four stuff here. Yeah, you know, I heard that Julia Gardner was confirmed to be Silver Surfer.
I'm sorry.
What?
That's confirmed?
Yeah, they just confirmed that.
Oh wow.
Why? You familiar with that actress?
No, I'm shocked that we're making. You know what's crazy? No, I'm not shocked because I think I did hear something about a female Silver Surfer, but okay.
Yeah, I think we talked about it like months ago.
Yeah, so we're doing this. So we're really doing this. Okay.
It's
Woke.
like Norrin Rad's wife in the comics.
Woke.
She's Silver Surfer.
Woke.
So Norrin Rad might still be in it, but he won't be Silver Surfer.
Woke.
But it makes sense since they're in a different universe, kind of. And I think she did become Galactus's herald, like Silver Surfer, in a version of the comics.
This is woke news. I just think this is woke for women.
Yeah.
No. Clickbait.
I was like, wow, James using that word.
Incorrectly.
I must not be awoke. So wake me up.
Awoke. Yeah, I'll wake you up when September ends.
But it's November.
You hear that phone call? That's for you.
Oh, but somebody just answered it.
I didn't know you have assistants. Are we getting paid for this show? I don't have any assistant money.
Everybody here, they work for me. I'm the boss.
I work for your father.
And he worked for me. I'm like the Penguin. Batman coming for my ass.
You are nothing like the Penguin.
I'm everything
You're
like the Penguin.
What's that guy from Superman? The guy with the orange hair. The human. Jimmy Olsen or something like that.
Yeah, man, I'm Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, is that how Jimmy talks to you? Yo, you're a clown. That's how you gonna do Jimmy like that? That's crazy.
I mean, that is how Jimmy would be.
Oh,
Clark, you want to come over to see my collection? I don't know. You'd be a nerd. I don't know what collection you would have, but
you're Morty all of a sudden from Rick and Morty.
That was
very much Morty.
Oh, gee, Rick.
I used to back in the day in college. I used to do a really good Rick impression, but I can't do it anymore. My voice.
Oh, come on, you could do it.
Nah.
If I can do Morty now, you have to do Rick.
Nah, ew. I'm a cringe on the inside. I can't do Rick like I used to.
Rick, I don't know, man. I mean, Grandpa, Rick, this seems kind of dangerous.
No, you.
Are you sure we should tell? Are you sure we shouldn't tell Mom about this?
You do a really good Morty.
Rick, I really don't know how I feel. Why'd you just make my dick a pickle?
Okay, see.
Why do I have tickle pickle now?
Yes, we are.
Super pickle.
We are best friends.
I'm a pickle Rickle.
I promise you, we are best friends.
Pickle Rickle. Fickled on my dickle. Schnickle.
Stupid. You know which X-Men characters we have in beef, and this is pretty long. They've been having beef. It's crazy because I love her. A lot of people don't like her because she said the N-word in one of the comics. But that was woke. Anyway, I love her. We look past that. I don't know why the writer did that, but we're gonna look past that. They was like, "Oh, she was Jewish. That's why I did it." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Was the writer white? Was he black? Was he Asian? Was he
white? This was like a 1980 comic.
You couldn't just say cracker.
Oh, we don't use that. We use Ritz here.
You couldn't just say Ritz.
Thank you. Keep it classy. Keep it PG. Anyway, so a new X-Men coming out. Exceptional X-Men 3. And apparently they've been fighting for so long. My girl Kitty Pryde, aka Shadowcat, her and Emma Frost, they have been fighting for like 16 comics now. Like
each other?
Yes. And even when they're in the X-Men, they still fight each other. Yo, there was one time.
Cat fight.
There was literally no.
Kitty Pryde, get it?
Well, you know she is a trained assassin. But Kitty Pryde at one point, yo, you know what she did to Emma Frost, which I find crazy in one comic?
What'd she do to Emma Frost?
She was so mad at Emma, she phased through and grabbed her heart and killed Emma. Low key. That's canon. Well, for another universe, that's canon. Like, I don't know what the beef is. I don't know what the problem is between Emma Frost and X-23. But they've been fighting for mad series. Like, it's just on-site beef. It's basically Cardi and Nikki. And some girls would say Emma Frost is Nikki.
Wait, Cardi and Nikki? I thought it was Nikki and Megan.
Well, the first beef was Cardi and Nikki.
Ah.
Yeah. If you was to do that, I feel like the female beef in Marvel for Megan and Nikki would be... What female be beefing? I don't know. What females be beefing in Marvel like that? I know Shadowcat and Emma Frost be beefing. That's just it's just clawed in. Yeah, no, there's no other female beef in Marvel like that is competitive. Yeah, no.
She-Hulk and Titania.
Yes. But their beef is random. It's like an encounter, random beef. They don't really have beef like that.
No, yeah, it's weird beef.
It's weird beef. It's not
it's not Nikki versus Megan level.
Nah.
There's no moment where it was like
that's like
there's no Bigfoot
like
moment.
She-Hulk and Titania would be considered like I want to say Lotto and Ice Spice.
Yeah. Ice Spice is Titania. Yeah.
Why are you doing X? Because she got skinny. It's because she got skinny.
Well, no.
It's okay.
Dude.
Her body shape.
No. It's because nobody likes
You heard it here live, folks.
Nobody likes Ice Spice, and nobody likes Titania. So nobody likes either one.
Oh, so it's
hi, whoever that was.
So is Ice Spice. So is Ice Spice considered a villain?
Ice Spice? Yeah, why wouldn't she be?
I mean, she
goes, bitch, you're not even a fart. And we were just talking about super projectile dumps and vomits.
If that's Ice Spice,
bitch, you're not even a fart.
If that's Ice Spice power, that's crazy. That's terrible.
No, that's not Ice Spice's power. That's the power that's used against her, because she's the villain.
That's her weakness. Is that what you're saying?
She's gonna get shit to the face.
Okay.
Shit faced.
When you like talk, you hear yourself, right? On live, by the way, on live, like.
No, I actually don't hear myself at all.
You don't worry. This will be replayed. I will repost this one. Trust me. This will be reposted. Anyway, is there any Marvel or DC news you have for the folks, or anything interesting you want to say to the folks?
Anything interesting? I mean, I was talking about Penguin before. That's what was on my mind. You know, interesting enough, or maybe uninterestingly enough, Agatha. Like, I know I watched the finale. I've been spending the better part of a week trying to remember what happened in the finale. That show, like, it's weird. Like, the show.
Are you trying to say it's not memorable?
The show was not bad, but it's like, yeah, it's not memorable. Like, there was no moment where I was like, oh, or like, yeah. Like, Penguin had me, like, on my seat. I was always excited for a new episode. Like, Agatha was like, oh, there's another Agatha episode. I gotta watch it now.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like, oh, we got this amount of days until Agatha comes out. Like, Penguin, I was like, oh, shit, there's still, like, 4 days. Like, Agatha, I'm like, I don't, like, sometimes I forgot about it until after the episode was out.
Fair.
And now it's like, I really can't remember how it ended. I can't remember if Scarlet Witch came back. I can't remember if Billy found Tommy. Like, I don't remember how it ended. I remember Agatha was dead. She was a ghost. It turned out that Tommy created the Witch's Road, like Wanda created Westview. After that, I don't remember what happened.
Well, I saw that Weekend. Someone was like, what did they say? They was like, oh my god, this is an X-Men thing, but also it's also a religion thing. So someone saw Weekend's design outfit as like the circle and the X, but it's also a religion thing too with Weekend. So like, I don't think people are trying to merge the two, like X-Men, but I think it was more so a religion thing. Like,
yeah, I don't even think he's X-Men.
He's not X-Men. He's
so
never been a part of X-Men. But I guess they were trying to put 2 and 2 together because Wanda being a mutant, and they were trying to show like, oh look, he's like, it's embezzled with X-Men powers, and I was like, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I don't think so. But you know what does make sense? I did saw that in Penguin that they did have the Court of Owls in the court.
Huh?
You didn't see it?
No, actually.
You didn't see the Court of Owls mirror? You didn't see the Court of Owls mirror inside in the courtroom? There was a
in the courtroom. What, when he went to go talk to the councilman?
I don't know where. I just remember seeing in the scene that they had the Court of Owls, the mirror. Like, it was like a symbolic sign. You didn't see it? Bro, that was the Court of Owls. You didn't peep that?
I did see people were talking about the Court of Owls in relation to Penguin, but I wasn't.
You didn't peep that?
What are you looking at? I don't even know what I'm seeing.
The owls.
Those are... Oh, all right, I need it clear enough.
The owls.
Okay.
So that makes me think, like, are they gonna do like a season 2 with Court of Owls?
The Batman 2. Are those owls? I still don't even see.
Bro, you can't.
Those are owls?
You can't tell me you don't see the owl shape. That's an owl. That's 100% an owl. 100%.
Oh, you're saying the curtain shape is supposed to look like an owl. I thought you were saying the design on the curtain.
No. That's the sign.
I'm gonna do one of because I just don't want to make Dad go crazy here. I'm gonna do one of these.
This one right there.
Yeah, right there. So the shape of the curtain, not the design on the curtain, but the shape. It looks like an owl.
Yeah.
And I didn't think of that when watching the show.
Really?
James is pointing that out to me now.
If I would have seen that, watching it, I would have pointed that out right there. Like, yo, that's the court of owls. That's like a symbol. Like, that low key is a symbol for the court of owls. I thought that was pretty cool.
I was waiting for a moment like that. Because I guess everyone was expecting, like, at some point they're going to be in some government building. And I was expecting, like, a mask or something. Or, like, some sort of, like, picture of, like, an owl. Mm-hmm. But it'd be like such a streamlined and hidden owl that it'd be like. But this was even more streamlined than I was expecting, because that is straight up an owl shape.
That's straight.
All the curtains look like that.
Like that. They did that on purpose. That's pretty cool though. So I'm hoping season 2.
When did they bring in Court of Owls? Was that New 52 Batman?
Wait.
Or was that before? It was before.
Way before. Way before.
Yeah, dude, you know, the Court of Owls definitely, like, it. I feel like it changes, like, it makes such a bigger stake in the Batman story. Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, like, it's, like, if you're going to do Batman, like, with the Court of Owls, like, you got to split it into 2 eras. You got to be, like, the era before Court of Owls, when he thought, like, it was just regular crime in Gotham. Mm-hmm. And then there has to be, like, an era after, like, he learns of the Court of Owls, where it's, like, he knows Gotham was built to be corrupt, and it's like, and he's got to be a completely different type of Batman in order to stop the corruptness in Gotham.
How you say it? Court of Owls.
Court of Owls.
Court of Owls had beef with League of Assassins, but before they had beef with each other, they actually was in an alliance with each other.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Yeah,
that's how the whole thing got started. That's why League of Assassins have been gunning for Gotham.
Yeah, they used to fund each other money. And then, I don't know what was the tie ending, but yeah, they used to fund each other money.
Dude, it's like, it's actually kind of interesting, because it's like, you do look at movies like, or you look at stories, like, let's say Batman Forgives? Batman Begins.
Wait, I'm kind of interested at Batman Forgives.
Batman Forgives.
That gotta be a good one. That might be a good one. You want to cook with that one? Hold on. Write that one down, because that might cook. Batman Forgives. I'm going to see that one. It's like an all-white Batman. Yo! Nah, write that down. Write that down.
White.
That might eat.
That's the second era I'm talking about.
That might eat.
After Court of Owls, and he's got the white Batman.
That might eat. I like that one. Batman Forgives. That's fire.
That's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah. So like in Batman Begins, like the League of Assassins, like they're attacking Gotham, and it's like it feels like when you're watching that movie that you don't know the full story there of why Ra's is attacking Gotham. And then I guess when you go to any time that Ra's is Ra's is attacking Gotham in the comics, it's like you kind of feel like you don't have the full story there. So it is kind of funny, like Court of Owls wasn't always a thing until they made it a thing, but it fits so perfectly in and made sense with the story. And then I like how it was unintentionally set up with Owlman from Earth 3.
Yeah.
Because Owlman is like, he became that's Thomas Wayne. He became Owlman. Or he became, like, he was Owlman, like, but he became, like, a killer when he learned that Gotham was created by the Court of Owls, and when he learned that his father was a part of the Court of Owls. So, like, for that, he just became anti-human and just killed humans.
Yeah.
Just killed people.
And then kind of controlled it. Well, he controlled it when he...
Yeah, he controlled the Court of Owls.
Which makes no sense, because you're basically doing what they did, but now it's under your control.
But that's why he was Owlman.
Yeah.
I think I got it wrong. In that universe, he actually created the Court of Owls. He learned his dad was the corrupt one, and then he became bad, and then he created Court of Owls.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Because the Court of Owls is under his control. Yes, correct.
So it's like Earth 3. It's like Owlman created Court of Owls, and then Earth 1, you have Batman who like is trying to fight against the Court of Owls, who's responsible for killing his parents. So, like that's how it. First, you think it's
always try to with Batman. They always try to say that Amanda Waller was the reason, and which is always weird to me.
Maybe she has connections to a Court of
Owls. But they never talk about it.
That's the whole thing. You don't talk about Bruce Wayne's parents in DC.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing. Yeah.
No, because it's in my opinion, it's always been like this hush hush sort of thing in DC that like a lot of people were involved in the murder of Thomas and Martha Wayne. Like they don't really talk about it, but it's like at first you think it's Joe Chill, then you're thinking like it's Falcone and Maroney, and then it's the Court of Owls, and then you learn like that Bruce actually did have like a brother who the Court of Owls killed like right before he found out, and then like you learn that there were other people involved and that. You just learn that so many people are involved.
That's what they was trying to do with Gotham. I feel like they were trying to do that with Gotham, the CW series, but it's just the plot was just losing me. I gave up. But yeah, that's what they were trying to do with Gotham, kind of a deal.
Did I ever say on this podcast that I worked with Batman on that show?
Which Batman?
The Batman from Gotham.
Oh no!
Like not on Gotham, but I worked with him.
The actor?
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name is David Mazouz.
Okay.
There was like I was just telling this story to someone the other day. 2 or 3 years ago, I was making a student film. But this guy had enough of a budget to hire like a legit crew and like SAG actors. So he got David Mazouz as his lead, and then what's funny too is that it was like a romance story. So there was a girl was the co-star, right? She was played by the girl that played young Elektra from Daredevil season 2. I knew you were gonna freak out at that. They were both like 18 and 19 at the time.
I love that.
They were. I actually have a video of David Mazouz freestyling, but I'm not gonna show it. But like he just
heard
freestyling.
it right here, everyone. We have the leak information.
You know, he has videos online. Like he posted like a Batman freestyle on his YouTube. He like showed it to me, and I was like, "Oh, okay." He freestyles.
Oh, I wonder who happens to just leak this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not leaking it.
I don't even know if he would care. I don't know. Like I said, he has the videos online.
Yeah, no, I feel. I mean, if it's
just,
good,
he was in a public place freestyle.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if it's good, then it's like not the end of the world. But I get it.
I just don't want to show it because
I respect that you're respecting Batman.
Yeah, he's Batman. You know, I gotta be Robin.
You gotta respect that. Word, Tim Drake. I feel you.
Weird. No, because I'm older than him, so that'd be really weird if I was Robin.
Well, I mean, it's weird that Batman would basically kidnap these Robins and train them brutally to be Robins. So,
well, he didn't kidnap them. He adopted them.
Sure.
He's their father.
Sure, adopted.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. I get called P. Diddy and he gets called Batman. Okay.
What, you want him to be called P. Batman?
No, ew.
P. Biddy?
No, I just find it funny how like everyone like glorifies Batman and you and I both do. We love Batman, but it is funny how like he brutally trained these kids to be like who they are today.
Okay, you know, 2 weeks ago I was just talking about how like Batman is like secretly Batman is like actually insane in my opinion.
Yeah.
And that's when
or unrealistic.
Andrew Fremder was like, I don't think so because look at the Joker compared to Batman. But I was from my perspective, it's like Batman was traumatized as a kid. Then his response to it was put on a bat suit and fight criminals all on your own. And then go and take kids who are not much older than the age you were when you first were traumatized. Right. And then put them on the front lines immediately.
Right.
You know? It's like there's so many steps to that. And then even the things that he does to criminals. Give them these huge concussions or just these very traumatic injuries and then leave them with those injuries either for life or have them recovering from it for a very long time. Like, that's okay, making them suffer like that, but killing's not. Like, you won't kill, but you'll torture.
You'll feel pain.
You'll torture, but you won't kill. All right.
But also, it's like we turn a blind eye. It's almost like how we turn a blind eye with Superman. Like, oh my God, an alien. Wow, he's here to save us. When realistically, we will all be like, oh my God, an alien. Like, what the hell? Like, you know? And that's why I always defend Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is not crazy. Yeah, he has wrong motives, but when you're a human and you understand another human, like, I respect Lex. Like, Lex is like, y'all be gun-ho in this alien that can turn rogue injustice. Who can be gun-ho and...
So, Why do you defend Lex Luthor that second? But then when I say that he is canonically smarter than Bruce Wayne, you go, oh, if he's smarter, then why is he so stupid to be a villain?
First of all, I never said he was stupid.
Yes, you did.
Don't talk about my ex-husband.
Yes,
like
you
that.
did.
I never.
You said if he was smarter, then why would he get himself in the position of being a villain? That's basically saying that he's stupid enough to be a villain.
I have never disrespected my ex-husband like that. I have always. Always gave Lex credit. Do I think he's smarter than Batman? No.
Yes, he is. That's disrespectful because he is.
I
factually he is.
I don't think he's smarter than Batman.
It's not an opinion.
I don't. It's my marriage.
It's a fact.
What I say goes.
That's not your marriage.
Like I said before, I don't think Lex Luthor. It's
not an opinion.
Than Batman. Give him prep
Someone's
time.
IQ is not an opinion.
Give him prep time, and let's see that. Let's see that happen. Give them prep time.
Someone's IQ is not an opinion.
Every time Lex Luthor get into the field, he disappoints me. Every time. Only time he didn't disappoint me was in JLU when he worked with Brainiac, and he was the only one that outsmarted everyone to work with Brainiac and to disappear. And we don't know what happened after that. That I'll give. That's it.
So you're just wrong.
Whatever.
You could literally just look up
Whatever.
a whole scale of IQs in DC.
Did he win though?
Yeah, he was, like I'm saying, you could literally look up a whole scale and he's at the highest.
He ain't, like I said before, he ain't beating.
Oh, what, your live finally ended?
No. They was like, we need you to let us know that you're still here because you haven't touched the screen.
And you have to prove that you're human and not a robot.
Yeah. So stupid.
He's a robot, you idiots. TikTok, he's a robot.
Someone said hi.
Who? Christina Benson said hi.
Yeah.
Hi, James. Hi, Christina. I'm Zach. It's not just James. Hi.
Anyway, moving on. Hi, Christine. She gonna come to work to me tomorrow and be like, yeah, your friend's weird. I'll be like, yeah.
Oh, so you know this person.
Yeah, she's my...
Oh, I thought they were just some random TikToker.
She goes, hi, Zach.
Wow, with no wave?
Yo, you're stupid.
Yo, wait. He gets a wave, but I don't. All right. No, I'm kidding. Yo, I knew it.
You get two.
I knew it.
You get two.
I knew it. I knew that was coming.
Oh
I knew that was coming.
Anyway,
thank you. You know, you get two as well.
I can't. Well, that's all I got so far with Marvel and DC. Marvel, I wish you luck in your endeavors because you are failing me. You are terrible at what you do. You're not good. You have fanboys around sweating, eating your palms and money, but not me. Not the truest one in the game that I've been the biggest fan since I was 13. Hell, even 12 years old. Do better. Do better. DC, you always disappoint, so I don't really care. Anything you want to say?
You say DC always disappoints?
Yeah.
After I was just raving about Penguin and how good it was, and how much better it was than Marvel.
Oh, good job, Penguin.
And Batman.
Good job, Penguin.
And Batman.
Good job, Penguin.
And Batman, the Batman.
Good job,
Penguin. Joker 2019.
Oh, but you ain't say Joker 2. Why you ain't throw that in?
Definitely not Joker fully.
Why you ain't throw that one in there? Yeah.
Definitely not Joker fully either.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know, there was we had the Dark Knight trilogy. We had the Batman, the Penguin. We had the Batman Arkham series. Notice how they're all Batman related.
Yeah, even Joker 2 with Lady Gaga.
Yeah, but that wasn't good. I'm only naming what's good.
They was related.
Well, yeah, I mean, Joker was also related.
Yeah. I tie it in there.
Yeah. What, did Christina say another thing? Oh, no, it's somebody else. We need a third. We got a third. His name's Tony. What do they say now? I like how you're live on there, but we're not actually live on here.
It felt right. I felt like we needed to be live, so I wanted us to get out that oomph. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm sorry that we're not live to you guys.
Well, they'll still get to see it at 8 o'clock or 8:30.
Yeah. Leave whatever comment you want. Me and James will respond to it next time.
Yeah,
we will.
If you guys go on our YouTube and go on our Instagram, the link should be there. Here at Governors. Radios.
Gov's Comedy Podcast. That's the YouTube. They would already know that if they're watching.
Well, yes, that, and on top of that, you guys can click the link and watch and see all our episodes on there. And there's also other people on there that's super funny.
Yeah.
Promotion.
Yeah. Check out the shows here.
But yeah, that's all I got. Oh, last question. I want to see Black Cat series. But yeah, I want it to be an animated series. I don't want a live action.
Oh yeah, then you're not in luck. They're making a live action Sydney Sweeney. No,
Sydney's not doing Black Cat.
She's not doing Black Cat.
But she did get booked for something though.
No. She is they are doing live action Black Cat. She is going to be in it, but she's not Black Cat. She's playing like the same character she played from Madam Web. Okay. But she's in Black Cat.
She's like Spider Girl or something like that, right? Yeah.
It's so easy to get it all the info mixed up sometimes.
Yeah, nah. But
I don't even know who's playing Black Cat.
Nah, I want a Black Cat animated series. That's what I want. I want most animated series. I'm good on this MCU. Just give me an animated series.
That's why I'm happy that both Marvel and DC with their universe going now, like they're splitting up between more animated and live action projects. Mm-hmm. Like how DC's universe is starting animated. Creature Commandos, which I think is a really good idea. And something I heard recently, Lex Luthor is in that show. And he's played by Nicholas Hoult, who's playing him in Superman. Mm-hmm. And he's going to be, he's playing a younger version for that show.
See, that's different. I love when the live actors are playing the voice actors. That's dope. I love that.
Yeah, I think DC's doing it right.
I can respect. I like that.
DC seems to know, like, when they don't have enough spectacle to do something live action, that they're just going to do it animated. Mm-hmm. Just so that they can they can get it out of the way, get the story moving. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, they know fans will still appreciate it.
Yeah, but I think it's more of the actor and me loving that people are still taking the time to go do the animation after you just did the live action. It shows you care. I mean, you could also say you're doing it for a check and a job. Okay, I respect that. Money talks, but I just like the fact that you're still doing it, and it shows me that, okay, you are true to this if you are willing to do it for the fan service, not just the money, Like with the cast for Marvel Zombies, I love that Elizabeth is back.
Because Marvel Zombies, that might actually be about my glasses.
Oh wow! Do you want to take that?
Should I take it?
I mean,
if it's not about the glasses,
do you want to step outside and take it?
Should I? You want to take this for a second?
Sure.
All right, I'll be right back.
Thank you. Yeah, no problem.
I'm back in to say goodbye.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry about that, but long story short, what I was trying to say, guys, is this. It's super cool that the fact that we get Marvel Zombies and we're getting cast that was already in live action. And I think that's super dope because it shows that, like I said before, me personally, I've been disappointed with Marvel. And I'm not really particularly happy with how Disney is running Marvel, but I am happy that the actors are basically showing respect and is paying tribute to the fans and paying tribute to the story, and want everyone to be happy seeing that we're back here showing you guys service. Yeah. Also, I find it funny how I was late to the show and you started without me, and then you got it. So now,
now we're even. But yeah, because Marvel Zombies, I'm excited for that because one, it's a comic story. Yeah. Two, it's the first episode from Marvel Zombies was in Marvel's What If. Yeah. Which is the same deal where it's spin-offs of the MCU, and it has the live action actors coming back. Mm-hmm. Albeit not all of them are back.
Yeah, but just the fact that we get some. Yeah. Also, Marvel Zombies reminds me, because I did read the comic of Marvel Zombies. I read the comic, so I'm kind of.
The first episode was pretty accurate to the comic.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember the comic had Black Panther turning into one of the zombies, mm-hmm. which I think happened in the show.
Okay, I gotta watch the show. Did it drop already? No, it's out on October 5th.
Yeah, but I mean the first episode of Marvel Zombies, mm-hmm. it was part of Marvel's What If. Because Marvel
Oh,
Zombies.
got you.
They're just
It's a spin-off of Marvel.
They're
What If.
taking that one episode and they're making it into a series.
Okay.
They're doing the same thing with the Captain Carter, I believe, too. They're gonna make her into an entire series. I think. Actually, I'm not sure, but I think.
Oh, that means that we can get a Storm with the hammer, the Thor with Storm.
That
Thor.
oh my god, Storm! That is actually huge. We should talk about that real quick.
But I always say
X-Men character in the MCU. I'm sorry, I just like that to be able to say that sentence, like official X-Men, even if it's not like.
Wait,
like
hold on. How is she?
It's Storm
over Wolverine and Deadpool. Is she now considered the first MCU? Over Wanda too?
No, I'm talking about like official, like when you think of the core X-Men, you think of Professor X, Jean Grey, Storm, Cyclops, and Wolverine. So
and Beast.
And Beast, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, we technically did get Beast and Wolverine.
Yeah.
But I mean, those were versions from the Fox universe. Like this version in, that's coming in What If season 3.
Wait, what about
what
about? Well, I don't know. We can't really consider X-Men 97.
Yeah, no, because that's another unit. I'm talking about like
You're right.
the one from What If. She's gonna be like an MCU native version.
Yeah.
Like she's from the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it is What If, but like this is a version that's in the MCU that we technically still have yet to meet in the MCU. But this is that same version.
Yeah.
So confusing, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. No.
So it's like that's why I'm like geeked about it. It's not like it's Storm from Fox just coming over. It's like it's literally Storm from this universe.
Yeah.
So I find that really cool. It's the first stepping stones to.
Well, Storm was.
MCU
I mean, to be fair, Storm. But I feel like once again, it's anything that's relations with Avengers, because Storm was always she was always a part of the Avengers. Like later on in the series, you know what I'm saying. So it makes sense that they're doing that with Storm. You know what I'm saying. Even Wolverine was a part of the Avengers. You know, so it makes sense that these two are like the showing of the X-Men into the Avengers.
Yeah. So do you think So we already know we're gonna get Wolverine in Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we're gonna get more of Storm? She might be in Black Panther 3, since there's been news about that with Denzel being in Black Panther 3. He's definitely the villain.
Did you know Denzel wanted to play Mephisto?
Really?
Yeah, I was like, okay, now I respect that one. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of want to see that, but he wanted to play Mephisto. Yeah,
Mephisto.
Yeah, he wanted to play him. I did not know that.
Denzel is Mephisto. Let me think about that for a second.
It was kind of. I read that today, and I was like, kind of shocked. Denzel wanted to play him.
If Denzel is willing to be a character like Mephisto, I would say you gotta give him the Thanos treatment.
Well, that's the thing. They were saying the reason why that's not possible is because they can't. Mephisto is not going to be. He's not the Thanos Doctor Doom is, so they couldn't do that. So they wasn't going to write a small role.
I think then, like, just get Secret Wars out a little bit quicker. Then, like when Secret Wars is over, I say you get started. You get started right on Mephisto.
I'm with you on that one. I feel you.
If he's going to be in Black Panther 3, then he's probably not playing Mephisto.
No,
but
he
let's
said
say
he did want to play him.
Yeah, like let's say he got hired on like right now to play Mephisto. I'd be like, all right, we're going to do Secret Wars. We're going to do this reboot. And then we're going to start over. So we don't have to do like a villain that's bigger than Doctor Doom. We could just do like a regular villain and spend 10 years building up to him. And then we go bigger from there. And that first one's going to be Mephisto, played by Denzel.
Wait,
like,
hold on. 10 years going in the MCU 10 years or 10 years in real life?
Like real life. Like, you know how they did
Thanos
you know how 10 years in?
Do you know how old Denzel is?
All right, then less than 10 years.
Okay, I was about to say.
They need to spend a whole lot of time building up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously that's not going to be possible since they couldn't.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, if someone like Denzel is coming up and is like, I want to be Mephisto, you don't just make him Mephisto for one movie.
Yeah.
But if he's coming up and he's like, he's just going to be a generic Black Panther villain, then that, I guess, is fine to do for one movie.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of a waste, in my opinion.
I think they're saying he might be T'Challa's father, his uncle, basically. Like T'Challa's uncle.
Whatever he is, I'm sure he's the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he gonna be like T'Chaka's brother?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. That's why.
He kind of looks like he would be T'Chaka's brother, so I could see that. That would be like a great choice for a villain.
Yeah.
To be honest, because it'd be like, oh, you're my family, you can't be the villain, and then it brings it back to the first film, because that was T'Challa's cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So, right, cousin, or
No, that's his cousin. Because whenever he goes, "Hey, auntie," and that was like the famous line.
So then, if Denzel is T'Challa and Shuri's uncle, then that would mean that T'Chaka had two brothers. So they'd be doing a retcon there, if that's the case.
Mm.
Oh, wait. Or no. Or actually, no, wait. Yeah, we did meet Killmonger's father. So yeah, they would have to be adding another brother to it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if Denzel
But keep in mind, Black Panther have so many villains. He has so many villains, bro. So, like, even for me, it's hard to keep up. Because I'm not into Black Panther like that. But just knowing his history, he has so many villains. It could be anyone. It could be the uncle from down the street. It's anyone. It's like Black Panther is so hated in his own community. Secretly. Like, he has so many villains. Like, I think I know more of his villains more than Captain America's. Like, he has so many villains, bro. And they're not even, like, no-name villains. Like, I can't pronounce them because they're mad African. But I'm saying, like, he has so many villains. Like, it's just crazy to me. Like, I'm like, damn, T'Challa, like, why are you hated in your own kingdom? He's well respected, but he's well hated. Like, it's a 50-50.
Everybody wants to bring down the king. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up. You sound like Kendrick.
Kendrick. I was referencing Luke Cage. When Cottonmouth was the king. And it was the first episode.
I don't watch that. Yeah.
Okay, James. Well, I still was not talking about Kendrick.
But my best friend dad was in Luke Cage.
What's funny is that because you brought up Kendrick, a rapper, but in that scene he was standing in front of Biggie, who's got the crown, because they were doing the crown thing. That's what he said. Everybody wants to be the king. You know.
I'm placing Luke Cage at number 4.
So not number 6. Interesting.
No, number 6 is Defenders.
So what's 5?
Punisher.
You got problems.
That's just not my problem.
You got problems.
Number 3 is Iron Fist.
You got problems.
Number 2 is Daredevil. And then number 1 is Jessica Jones.
You're a fake Daredevil fan.
You also crapped on Daredevil. You crapped on Daredevil more than I did. What do you mean? You're like 1, 3, 2.
That's not what I said.
What you said? You said
I said 3, 1, 2.
Oh, 3, 1, 2. Sorry, my apologies.
And you went 3, 1. You went 1, 3, 2. I didn't go up. I went down. So it was 3, 1, 2.
So are you saying 3 was better than 1 and 2?
3 is better than 1. 1's better than 2.
Okay, yes, you did say that. Yes.
And the whole show is going to be better than Born Again.
I'm shocked. I thought you had high hope for Born Again.
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think the show might be good, but just look at Marvel lately. They do nothing but disappoint.
Yeah, I did say that.
Nothing's really just like, here's the thing. Echo was good, but it still was not like great. For me, it was better than what I was expecting, but for most people, it was worse than what they were expecting.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
I still don't even know what Echo is about, or what was it about Echo? I know the character, I just don't know. Like, give me a quick synopsis.
Let me try to remember. Because it all came out in one day in January, so like, I'm trying to remember. So, what is it? What was she trying to get? There was something.
Wasn't she trying to expose? Right? Wasn't she trying to expose something? Or like it was like something was corrupt?
No, like, she thought Kingpin was dead for most of the series because she shot him in the eye at the end of Hawkeye. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I can't remember what the series is about.
Clearly, it's not memorable.
I don't know. I only watched it once in January.
It's not
It came out. It was all in one day.
It is not.
I'm trying to remember what it like was
memorable.
actually about. Like,
Damn, that's bad.
it's bad.
That's bad.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Well, in other news,
Yeah, I don't know.
that's all I have today. You have anything?
Yeah. What have we got? We went through super projectiles, super dumps.
First of all, if anyone want to know my real power, it's I have water ability. I have water manipulation and water healing. I can turn my blood into water and turn it back into blood. And yeah, I also can change the Celsius of the water. So yeah, I'm pretty powerful.
He's Prince Aqua. I'm King Black Hole.
Now hold on. No one says your second Twitter.
What? Second Twitter? That one went over my head.
Yeah, I really did. But what's your superhero name? Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say your say. I mean, not your second Twitter. Say your superhero name again. King Black.
Black holes. You know, remember when we were talking about black holes earlier this year?
Now, when I hear it
What
out
are you
loud,
thinking in your head when you hear black hole?
second Twitter.
What does that mean? What's second Twitter? Is there an app called Black Hole? Is there an app called Black Hole? And what do you do on Black Hole, huh?
What do you do, King?
Well,
Clearly, you're the king of black holes.
yeah. So that's time manipulation powers. I can manipulate time, or I can manipulate your temporal movement, your temporal placement, or I can manipulate gravity, or I can manipulate velocity.
King Black Hole.
Velocity, gravity, and time. All right. So now, why don't you tell me what black hole means to you?
I'll tell you off camera.
No. You did this on camera, so
I'll tell you off camera.
you want to tell me?
I'll tell you off
I
camera.
don't know. I think it's too late. I think the audience wants to know.
No. They can ask me next time. I'll ask ChatGPT how to say it correctly, politically correct, without getting canceled.
All right, so I'm gonna take it. It's another app where explicit things are going down.
No, it's explicit.
See, if I said white hole, then I would understand why you're acting like this. But I said black hole, so like this is the reaction I would expect from a black hole.
I thought you didn't see color. I thought we don't see color.
Did I say that? I don't see color.
Yeah.
No, I see the difference between black and white.
So you don't see the difference between black holes and white holes?
That's not what I said. I said that there is a difference. Hey, it's bigger than black and white. It's a problem with the whole way of life. It can't change overnight. You got what I was saying, right? I think you got the.
I think we need to go to PR. I think we need to go to PR training. I think we need to take some classes. I want your Twitter handler to be King Black Holes.
Yeah.
Why did you choke?
You're gonna tell me after, and I'm gonna tell you you're an idiot.
Well, sure.
Comment what you think a black hole is, and if you think that'd be a pretty cool superpower to have, you know, messing around with time, velocity, and gravity. I think that'd be pretty cool. You know, it's like that planet on Interstellar where like they go there in an hour, they spend 7 years on Earth. Like an hour on that planet is 7 years on Earth. It'd be cool if I had the power to manipulate that. This man is turning into something sexual, something freaking, something that's, and his phone's falling again because it doesn't like him, because he's a scrub.
Yeah, okay, King Black Holes. I'm sorry.
Okay. Aqua Prince.
I'm
Aqua.
I'm so hey,
Aqua,
that could be a second Twitter handler too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Pretty liquidy.
Oh, that was a lot of substance there. Relax.
The one talking about substances are you right now.
Yeah.
Whatever a substance is, those
Sure,
are.
King Black Hole.
Okay. Is this a superhero show or is this a substance show?
This is a middle school show now.
Yeah, it seems like that. So the maturity level really went down.
That's all right. I'm gonna clip this. This is gonna be my favorite part of the show. This is actually my favorite part.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're loving this because whatever your favorite part of the show is the part where I don't know what's going on.
Okay, don't worry about it.
I feel like the last half hour of the show has just been me just sitting here like whatever, like just not knowing whatever it is you're talking about right now with black holes. And then you just go, okay, King Black Hole. And I'm like... you're taking the wheel right now, James. So.
I said I have nothing else to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, neither do I. I'm just sitting here getting attacked for my superhero name.
You're not being attacked. You're being clipped.
I'm being clipped.
Yeah, you're not being attacked. You're being clipped.
You're gonna get clipped in the head later.
Okay. I don't know how I should take that. Matter of fact, I want to take that.
It means that.
You want to do that on camera?
Yeah.
That's gonna be the clip. That's gonna be the clip.
This is the clip.
That's gonna be the clip.
How many of you guys see this? See this in your life at all, huh? I don't know what I'm saying.
End the live. We're done. We're done.